Hello my dear Armenians, these are the news from Western Armenia, especially for you. The soul of the Armenian army, the third session of the National Assembly of Western Armenia, signs of torture on Armenians from Artsakh, destruction of Artsakh's Armenian heritage, earliest mention of ancient Karin, Sis Catholicosate Lawsuit, Ararat, Masis, the eternal symbol, Mshosh. The Armenian army grew out of centuries of self-defense and struggle. Its modern roots date back to 1916 with the formation of the Armenian Eastern religion, which became a foundation of the national army. During the genocide committed against Armenians were forced to flight for survival. In 1918 to 1920, Armenian forces in Cilicia helped liberate the region, expressing the idea of united statehood. The Declaration of Independence of Armenia, 1990, affirms Armenian statehood and the right of self-determination of Artsakh, a key national security issue. The Sumgait pogroms and Baku massacres demonstrated organized violence against Armenians and led Artsakh to begin its liberation struggle. Thus, the Armenian army is not only a military structure, but also a spiritual pillar of national identity and survival. The third online session of the National Assembly of Western Armenia was held on January 28, 2026, with 17 deputies present. President Armenak Abrahamian delivered an address for Armenian Army Day. Key national dates were confirmed. January 20, Sacred Army, February 1, Armenian Legion, and February 4, Government of Western Armenia. The session also discussed an UN submission on indigenous peoples and proposal for an Armenian Legion memorial in Lyon, and concluded with remarks by the President. Artsakh Ombudsman Reveals reported that 11 Armenians transferred to Eastern Armenia were held for months under restriction and without family contact. Some show signs of torture allegedly linked to Azerbaijani provocators. Stepanyan stressed that these people were forced out of Artsakh rather than leaving voluntarily. He also confirmed that Misha Grigoryan, who testified in Baku courts against Ruben Vartanyan and other prisoners, was returned to Artsakh midway. Currently, only 2 Armenians remain in Artsakh, Misha Grigoryan and an elderly woman. According to the Ombudsman, what happened constitutes another act of ethnic cleansing, not voluntary relocation. Artsakh Cultural Heritage Ombudsman Hovik Avanesov stated that the term liberated territories used by Azerbaijan is fictitious. Artsakh, he says, was fully occupied in 2 stages, in 2020 and 2023. Under the pretext of restoration, Armenian monuments are being systematically destroyed or altered. Ghazachentsots Cathedral in Shushi, Kanach Jam, the churches of Berdzor, Khachkars and cemeteries have been damaged or erased. According to Avanesov, this is a state policy that threatens not only Armenian heritage, but universal human cultural heritage. Historian and archaeologist Mikhail Batalyan reports on a bronze disc occurred by the Rezan Has Museum in Turkey, bearing an inscription of King Hargishti and mentioning the land of Karin. The artifact was reportedly found in the Alashkert Bandots Mush border area, revealing a new Urartian toponym, Karini. Badalian suggests this could be the earliest recorded reference to ancient Karin and the Karin province, though they notice that other interpretations remain possible. The Catholicosate of the Great House of Cilicia continues its lawsuit against Turkey, demanding the return of the Sis Catholicosate. The case is now before Turkish Court of Cassation and may precede the Constitutional Court and the European Court of Human Rights. The Catholicosate views this as a national issue tied to Armenian legal rights. The Sis Catholicosate was confiscated after the genocide and later re-established in Atnelius. Kyriakos Goyumjan emphasized that Ararat Masis remains a sacred and internal symbol of the Armenian people. It is not just a mountain, but the spiritual center of Western Armenia and a link to Armenian identity and history. Though located today within Turkish borders, Ararat lives in the spiritual world of Armenians. As long as Masis stands, the memory of Western Armenia and Armenian identity endure. Mshosh is a traditional Latin dish from one named after Mshosh apricot. The classic version is made with lentils, dried apricots and walnuts, though many variations exist. It is prepared by cooking cracked wheat, lentils and chickpeas, then adding sautéed onions, seasoning and herbs until the dish becomes thick and smooth. If you have any questions or want to learn more, you can visit our official link. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.